Hello there, world of tankers. Welcome to the channel. I'm your host, Droodles Blitz, and in today's video, I'll be playing in the Tier 7 British light tank, the A46, a vehicle that you are going to be able to earn for free starting today until December 25th. And if you're watching this video in the future and it's released, well, hopefully this guide serves you well. In today's video, I'll be letting you know everything you're going to want to know about this tank, its capabilities on the battlefield, my personal feelings on it, and whether this is a vehicle you should consider picking up. Let's start off with the looks. I actually personally think it looks sick. I know not everybody's going to like the style, but at the end of the day, Blitz is a game meant for children. It's a video game, and the average audience is around 14 years old that plays Blitz. So, yeah, I think the camo looks cool. I think it looks absolutely sick personally, and I think Wargaming did a good job on the design, especially for a free vehicle. It's also pretty rare for Wargaming to release free tanks as the main reward for the Blitz Fair event, which is also pretty sick because of the fact normally it's a rehashed tank, like the T26E3 was last year's, I think. And actually, last year's may have been the Chrysler K, but a lot of the tanks we've had throughout the years have been already tanks that have existed. The Sphere is a new tank technically, but the Sphere is literally just a copy of the Leo, so again, even that vehicle. This is a brand new tank, which I actually think is pretty sweet. So we are going to make our way to mid. What do we have up against us? We got a Hazard 1, KV3, and a Super Hellcat T25-2. That's actually some really strong tier 7s. Now here's a fun fact about this vehicle's armor. It has none. And I don't mean none by like, oh, you're going to get penned if you show your armor. I mean it has none as in the armor is so weak on this vehicle that there will not be a single shell at any angle that will bounce you. If you get shot at this angle here at your upper plate, it will pen you. It does not matter what angle you're sitting at. That's how bad the armor is on this tank, which is definitely something to keep in mind. But to make up for that, the vehicle has a Hesh firing gun, which is really, really fun to mess around with. And we can see that gun here ripping into the enemy KV3, dealing a pretty solid amount of damage. But just keep in mind, you will not get bounces in this tank. It does not matter what you do, you will not get bounces. Alright, so, what are we doing here? Well, we got the VK28 in mid, and apart from that, we have the MT25. I'm going to drive over a bit. Ooh, nice Hesh shell into the enemy VK28 once. Another Hesh shell. This thing is nasty, though. I'm going to be honest. The high explosive that this vehicle features feels so incredibly nasty. And we're going to load in... Aw. Well, I was going to say we're going to load in another high explosive, but unfortunately I hit the building. Another HE into that MT25. Bro's got 49 health left. Shell was so close to clearing him, but as we could see, did not get the final shot out. Well, MT's going to drive out in the open, and we do get the finishing shell. All right, pretty good stuff. We have the T25-2 all the way in the back, and boom, 165 into his vehicle once. We're going to fire standard to guarantee that one. I'm not even sure what shot me. We got shot for 120, maybe a Panzer IV-S. It's not the VK. We got blind fired. There's no way we were spotted there. We have the KV3 over here. We got the Hazard 1 in mid. Oh, there's the VK. Okay. I'm just more worried about getting shot in the side, so we're going to chill over here. Let's see, is the Hazard going to poke me? No. Well, he's dead anyway, so I guess it doesn't really matter too much. There's the Panzer IV-S, and we can see the enemy Super Hellcat flexing off to the side. There you go. Easy shell once into the Hellcat. Kind of stuck in an awkward spot here. There you go. Another easy shell into his tank. And yeah, this has been a pretty good game so far. I gotta be honest, this tank's a blast. Like, it really is. This is a super fun vehicle. The gun honestly feels really good. Like, yeah, it doesn't have crazy amounts of pen. It is a tier 7 after all with Hesh, but I mean, the HE pen is really good as we can see, especially for cutting through tier 7s and 6s. And not only that, but you just rip out damage. You really do. This game felt fantastic. Not only did I win without much of an effort at all, but let's take a look at the post-game results here and see how we were able to do. 2,766 damage. We assisted about 400. I would hope that would be an ace. Ah, first class. That's unfortunate. But we did pretty good overall, and I have no complaints about the tank's capabilities in this battle. Okay, well, let's do one more game, and We'll see if the A46 can keep it up. Also, I just realized I never changed my equipment on this vehicle. It would probably help if I properly equip the tank. That would be a little bit better. All right, so let's try one more game in the A46. But yeah, that first game, it's just a great example of why this is going to be a blast. Now, yes, there will be games when you fight tier 8s and you're not really able to do much to them frontally. It doesn't have gold rounds. And that means fighting, you know, T-54 Mod 1s, Object 590s, Vickers MBT Mark III. You're going to be in a situation where you're not going to be able to do much reliably against them. But in games like this, where you're up against tier 7s, you're up against tier 6s, you're going to have a free farm. And it's going to feel really, really good. So how many heavies do we have up against us? 3. We have 2 mediums and 2 tank destroyers. One of them being an SU-100Y. But since we're in a light tank, I shouldn't have to read the lineup too much. In a light, you're always going to have the advantage of positioning over your opponents. So I'm going to make my way directly to the crossing, and we're going to start off there. We can see the power to weight on this tank pretty good. It's not like the fastest light tank, but it's a pretty quick vehicle. So we're going to move right into this bush, and oh, we got spotted? No, we're just blind fired, bruh. That's cringe. That is really cringe. All right, well, as I mentioned, the armor on this vehicle is pretty useless. We actually got a bounce there, but that's not because he bounced my hull. It's because he hit my track wheel. As we can see, my track is damaged. I have a feeling that T-71 is going to blind fire that again. There's really nothing I can do against an autoloader that's going to blind fire that spot, so I would be better off just sitting here and waiting. We have the FE201 spotted, and unfortunately our dispersion on move was not the most efficient there. Take another blind shot at that back bush. Okay, well, I'm going to back up just ever so slightly, and what I'm hoping is that maybe... I don't even know if we're going to get much damage out this game, bro. Their team's getting pooped on. Alright, let's see if we can aim it on the FE1s. There you go. Oh, bruh. That's where you camp in your SU-100Y? You couldn't have picked a more cringe spot. What a little rattler, McGee. And unfortunately, our shell does not go where I want it to. Alright, well, let's back up before that SU has another shell on me. There you go. He's spotted again. Let's aim it on his vehicle, and... there you go. Another 180 damage Hess shell. There you go. What? What? How does that make any sense? I mean, clearly it doesn't. Bruh. Alright, well, SU-100Y is not enjoying our company all too much, at least. We are still light tank. We are still outspotting him. And we're going to aim it on the SU-100 again. There you go. 184 damage. Pretty good stuff. We have the icebreaker all the way over here. And we're going to aim it on his hatch. Wow. That was a lucky shot. It's very rare to have shells go exactly where you aim them. And that one, it did, surprisingly. So icebreaker's backing up. We're going to aim it on his tank again. Aiming, aiming. Ooh, 200 damage high explosive into him there. However, I don't like exactly what's going on here. We can see where our team is. We can see where I am. And I am half health because of a single shot of the SU-100Y. That tank is so freaking nasty. Even against tier 7s, it just chunks you for almost all of your health. Now, I am making a bit of a sus play, but I think I'll be okay. I shouldn't be spotted because I am a light tank after all. Yep, we're all good. Let's aim in a standard shell. Nope, unfortunate. It does not end up hitting, but we're fine. Let's see, we got the icebreaker in front of me. There's no way I'm poking him unless he shoots. There you go. He does shoot. And we get a nice 140 high explosive into his tank. We're going to load in our shell again. There you go. Another nice shot. The Type 62 gets the clear. And you're gone. Okay, pretty good stuff. All right, let's move over to the VK28. We got the Skoda as well. Bonk. Easy clear. All right, so we have the T71 and the VK28 left. And, well, we'll see what happens. VK28, he's putting himself in a rather interesting maneuver here. There you go, 160. It's interesting, my HE seems to roll 160 like every shot, I swear. Yeah, look at that, 163 again. Bro, can I get some better rolls here, game? There you go, 175. Still a low roll, but it's better than what we were getting before. There you go, that's a 200 damage HE because I'm firing standard HE into the T71. We tracked him, but he actually instantly repaired his track, funny enough. Alright, well, we have the rear of the T71 again. Ooh, 225, that's gotta hurt you. Another standard HE, 180. And hello, Mr. T71, goodbye. So this was also, again, a pretty good game. I only really got shot once, which was from the SU-100Y. The rest of the game I played very passive, and thankfully the SU-100Y did not know what high explosive was, because if he did, that would have been an additional 200 health off my vehicle. But I did 2,611 damage. got a second class, and once again had a pretty good result. Something I did notice, though, something that I really should mention, is that the high explosive on this vehicle counts as premium rounds. Now, what do I mean by that? Look how many credits I earned. 20,000. The fact that I did 2,600 damage and I only earned 20,000 credits. Let's take a look at this other game as well. I played in the A46. This game, yeah, 52,000. That's a bit of a problem. See, this vehicle's premium ammo costs 2,800 credits a pop. And that means firing the HE, which is how you deal damage, is also going to suck away your credits. Kind of a poor decision there from Wargaming. I do not agree with that. I think that if you want the HE to deal more damage, that's understandable, but the problem is because it shoots so fast, you're just running through credits like crazy. But, oh well. It's a fun tank. You should still earn credits in it, and I think it's a blast. So let me know in the comments what you guys think about the A46, and if you'd like to see more content like this in the future, please consider smashing that subscribe button down below. See you all in the next one. Bye-bye!